Hey guys, Robert again from Australian Camping 4-Wheel Drives, and we're here today with Phillip.
Hi.
Phillip wanted to
Hello everyone.
show us how to cook a pizza.
Yeah.
This is not one of these pre-made ones that I like to buy, or one of the ones when we make the base ourselves. Philip's going to make the whole thing himself. Show us what you're going to do, Phillip.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to make the dough myself. So what I use, I've got plain flour. I like to use the Healthy Baker flour. It seems to come out pretty good. A bit of olive oil. I normally use olive oil, but I don't have any olive oil, so all I've got with me is rice bran oil, a bit of salt, dry yeast, of course a couple of cups for measuring, and the glad wrap plastic here. So first thing is the yeast. So what I do is grab one of these and I use a whole one of these sachets. Even though I'm using a whole sachet doesn't mean I necessarily will use a whole lot. There's no real measurements as such that I will use. Sometimes I'll use 3/4 of this, sometimes even half. It all just depends on the dough itself. Yeah. And next thing, warm water. And just pour that in. I roughly always mix up about a cupful of these. Okay, and then you want to put that.
Yeah, put that back for you, mate.
Put that back. And this is where I like to add a little bit of olive oil in here. Normally about a tablespoonful. And here, and normally it's olive oil. That's probably about right. Mix it a bit. Give it a good mix, and I'll let it sit for a while.
How long do we let that sit for?
I usually let it sit until it starts bobbling on the top.
Yep.
When you see it start bobbling, it's activated then.
Okay.
Now, normally I like to make the pizzas decent size.
Okay.
So I'll mix about a cup of flour.
This is plain flour?
Yeah, it's plain flour I'm using. The Healthy Baker. I just buy it for about, sometimes you get it for $2, $2.50 on special at Coles. So what I then do is put a little bit of salt in here. Okay, this is when I normally use a bowl. I'm just going to pour that. This is how a lot of Italians do it anyway and make the pasta. So mix that salt in a bit. Make a little bit of well in the center. See, there's good bubbles there now, but I normally let it form a bit longer. I start off a bit at a time. All right. Now, what you can do if you want to, you can just mix with the spoon a little bit, just to get it mixed up a bit, and then get in with your hands. And kneading is a trick. You want to really knead it well. I generally like to spend about 10-15 minutes to knead it.
So up to the messy part, eh?
Yeah, it's starting to do. So what I've done is I've probably used about half of that
the yeast
mixture. Now it gets real sticky. That's getting pretty close to how I want it. We need to flour the board so it won't get so sticky. So you gotta be generous with this. That's why I like to take plenty of flour with me. Now when I knead, I turn it around and try to roll over it, put a bit of force over it. So I'll do this for 10-15 minutes at least. Alright, we're back now 10 minutes later, and normally, like I said, I like to go 15 minutes, but I've been heaving into this one and I think it's looking pretty good. Now normally what I do is put that in a dish and then cover over the top, but don't have that, so instead it's going to wrap it in some alfoil.
Glad wrap.
Glad wrap, of course. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Sweet.
And you want to leave that in the heat and let that sit. And come back, we'll probably give it, I don't know, probably give it an hour, and it should be ready to cook, make our pizzas on it. Next thing, so I'm going to make the next batch of dough, and then what I like to do is I like to pre-cook a lot of the ingredients I put on top of the pizza, particularly if you've got a stove that's not evenly heated.
Yep.
it's a lot hotter on the bottom than not on the top, and then it generally burns the bottom before it cooks on the top. So I got some sausages. I don't know what else there is. I think we got some capsicum. I'll strip them up. I'll pre-cook them. Also, I haven't got around to making the sauce yet. I'll get some Roma tomatoes. If you don't get it fresh, just buy it in a tin, it's fine. How long has it been? Half an hour or so, maybe 40 minutes. This is the first dough. But you can see just how nice and soft. And over here, I've started preparing some of the toppings.
So what have you got here, mate?
I've got some, this is Roma tomatoes. If you don't have fresh tomato, I like to use like a sieve and you just crunch it.
Right.
Yeah, just, you know what I mean. Otherwise, you can use this. Now, I find this really good. I like the taste of this.
Okay.
They're whole tomatoes, but they're pre-cooked.
So you put them in there.
What I've done is I've just crunched them down with the fork, and that seems to work quite well. Now we've got some beef sausages here I've cut up. I'm going to pre-cook them shortly, and there's some capsicum over there too.
Yeah, so
that I'll pre-cook that as well.
So you've been cooking it, sorting this out for us, Luella, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what have you got here, sweetheart?
So we got onion, capsicum and pineapple.
Onion, capsicum, pineapple, yeah. And we've got some pizza topper for our pizzas.
Pizza topper and some
sauce there as well we're using.
And there's, of course, there's
And we're using
fake pizza base.
pretend you didn't see that, guys. We've got to take that out of the packet. So.
And we got the you want to show the some charcoal going here.
Charcoal going here.
So
as
we're going
well.
to be using the Snow Peak pizza oven.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to show you how we get the pizza oven out and get all that sorted out. It's pretty easy, guys. Drifter provided us with a lovely bag for these guys as well. Hey, so you just open this up and pull the whole lot out. That sits down there. So this is actually the pizza stone. So we've got the stone sitting in that. So that comes out. So we're going to be using that today as well. Better put that somewhere over there. And we're going to need this part here as well. This is going to need to go out there. This actually holds the pizza stone as well. And this is just some straps to hold it together. So that's the actual pizza oven. So what we've got to do, we've got to get some parts for the fire pit now. So we'll go and grab them. We'll get that on and we'll get all this sitting on top of it. And then we'll be able to slide your pizzas in and out through the front out there. So as well.
Okay, so we prepared the pizzas as you last saw. The tomato sauce is prepared. You can see how nice and thick it is. So that's the barbecue sauce. Now what I normally do at home is I then put that into a very, very hot oven for about 2 minutes, take it out and then put the ingredients on top, put it in the hot oven again, and about 2-3 minutes it's all cooked. Then it's all cooked evenly all the way around and it's not burnt too much on the bottom. So I'm going to give it a go. I was just going to put all the ingredients on top and put it in Robert's Snow Peak pizza oven.
Yeah.
But this time I'm going to try and see. It's got a pizza in there now, so I'm going to put that in, leave it in for a couple of minutes, and then take it out, and then I'll put the ingredients on, and then I'll put it in. Alright, so what I've done is I've tried as I do at home. I've actually pre-cooked it for a while in the oven. As you can see, it's risen. For some reason it's risen more than what it normally do at home. Putting on some of the ingredients that I cooked before. So basically just a simple pizza. I've got beef sausages I cut up into small pieces. You saw I pre-cooked over there a bit, and we've got some capsicum. Now normally on my barbecue I've got at home, this only takes about 2 minutes to get it at this stage. Well, I think it was in for about probably 5-6 minutes.
Yeah. We've got to lift it up a little bit higher.
We've got it up high, so it could probably go down a little bit more, but hey, it's working. Is this all the pineapple you got?
Yeah, don't waste it.
Don't waste it. I'm not going to waste it, I'm going to eat it. Okay. Now we'll put that back in. It fits. Woohoo! Alright, we'll come back in about 5-6 minutes and see how that turns out. Okay, so it's about a few more minutes later. I think it's ready. We won't know for sure, 100% sure, until we actually cut it. But let's just have a look at the base. That's important. You don't want too crispy a base. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. I wouldn't want it any more than that. All right, so we're going to try that. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Hopefully it'll taste as good as it does at home. It's real thick. And normally don't come out this thick. Okay, so it's cooked well. The bread, the dough is fine. A little bit crispy on the bottom, but it's not burnt. But it's a bit crispy. I'd say that's because it's taken a little bit longer to cook, and with the weight in the top and the thicker dough. But otherwise, I'd say next time for this size, probably use half that amount for each pizza, and lower the Snow Peak oven down, and it should come out just about as good as I can get them at home. If I made this for me mum, she'll love that. She likes the dough really thick like that. I don't mind it as well. So yeah, but I'm enjoying it. It's really nice.